You ever notice how every expat group in Thailand has at least one bloke in it that genuinely looks like life has personally offended him? You know the type. Profile picture from 2014, Oakley sunglasses, probably sitting in a plastic chair outside a bar in Pattaya or outside the house he regrettably built in Isan, holding a Chang beer like it's an intravenous medication. And somehow, this man hates absolutely everybody. He hates tourists, digital nomads, YouTubers, young guys, old guys, Thai women, Western women. He hates Thailand. Yet bizarrely enough, he's still living in Thailand, like mold in a bathroom corner, impossible to remove completely. So today, I want to talk about this phenomenon, because if you've spent more than 5 minutes around Thailand online, you've seen them everywhere. The bitter, twisted Thailand expat. Now, before people start smashing their keyboards into dust, not all long-term expats are like this. Obviously, some are brilliant people, some have built businesses, some are happily married, some have adapted well, and some genuinely love the country and contribute positively. But there's a certain category of expat that slowly becomes consumed by bitterness over time. And the scary part is, most of them didn't start that way. And that's the interesting bit. Because nobody arrives in Thailand miserable. Nobody gets off the plane at Suvarnabhumi Airport looking like they've just lost a custody battle with life itself. Most arrive excited. The weather, the food, the freedom, the nightlife, the women, the lower cost of living, the escape from Western stress. For many men, Thailand feels like emotional oxygen after years of pressure back home. And honestly, I understand it. A lot of Western men are burned out. Work, debt, loneliness, divorce, social isolation, and feeling invisible. Then they come to Thailand and suddenly people smile at them again. That alone changes people's psychology. But here's where things start going wrong. A lot of these guys never actually fix themselves. They just relocate themselves, and there's a massive difference. You can move country, but you can't outrun your own personality. Human beings love pretending geography is therapy. I'm moving to Thailand, mate. Fresh start. Meanwhile, he's bringing the exact same emotional baggage with him that destroyed his life back home. Only now, it's sweating in 38-degree heat. And then over time, reality starts creeping in. The fantasy starts cracking, because Thailand is still real life. You still age, you still get lonely, you still need purpose, you still need money, and you still need meaningful relationships. And if you don't build those things, bitterness starts growing, slowly, quietly. Just like one of those lizards on your condo wall, just watching you deteriorate. And social media made this problem 10 times worse. Years ago, bitter expats would sit in bars and complain to whoever was trapped beside them. Now, they've got YouTube comments, Facebook groups, forums, even TikTok accounts. An unlimited supply of people to dump negativity onto 24 hours a frickin' day. It's basically emotional littering. You'll see posts like, Thailand is finished. Thai women are all scammers. Young men today are idiots. Back in my day, Thailand was real. These men speak about Thailand like somebody died. Like they're veterans from an ancient lost civilization. Mate, it's Pattaya, not Atlantis. And there's always this weird obsession with younger guys. Have you noticed that? The bitter expat cannot stand seeing younger men enjoying themselves, especially if those younger men are optimistic. That really, really irritates them, because optimism reminds bitter people of what they lost. So they attack. You'll learn. She's using you. Thailand will destroy you. You're naive. You're stupid. Now, to be fair, sometimes they're not completely wrong. Thailand absolutely can chew people up financially and emotionally if they lose control. But the issue is the delivery. There's a massive difference between wisdom and projection. Some people are warning others. Others are simply vomiting their unresolved pain onto strangers. Big difference. And the internet rewards negativity. Nowadays, that's another problem. Positive people don't sit online all day arguing. That's a fact. Happy people are usually busy. Can you guess it? Living life. The bitter, twisted expat, he's permanently available, like customer support for misery. Every comment section, every live stream, every Facebook thread, always there, always furious, and you start noticing patterns. Most bitter expats usually fall into a few categories. The first category, the man who came for fantasy and couldn't handle reality. He thought Thailand would permanently make him feel 25 again. Then age hit him, money problems hit him, health problems hit him, the nightlife changed, the girls changed, Thailand modernized. Now he resents the country because it no longer gives him the emotional escape it once did. On to the second category, the failed relationship guy, and this one's common. He got emotionally destroyed by a relationship and now spends every waking second warning humanity about women. His entire personality becomes, don't trust Thai women. You could ask him what time it is, and somehow he'd bring up bar girls. These men are emotionally frozen in one traumatic experience. And again, some of their warnings do have truth in them, but healthy people eventually heal and move forward. Bitter people build a studio apartment inside their trauma and live there permanently. Now, the third category, the superiority expat. This is a bloke who genuinely believes living in Thailand made him intellectually. Wait, take two. The superiority expats. This is the bloke who genuinely believes living in Thailand made him intellectually evolved. You know this guy. Acts like he discovered enlightenment because he can order a coffee in Thai and wears elephant pants twice a week. He looks down on tourists, looks down on newcomers, looks down on locals sometimes, looks down on everybody. Deep down, these people usually feel powerless, so they build identity through superiority. It's compensation. Humans do this everywhere, by the way. It's not just a Thailand thing. Thailand just concentrates it into one sweaty ecosystem. And the funniest thing, most bitter expats slowly become what they originally escaped from. And that, sorry for laughing, that's the irony. They leave the West complaining about negativity, then become the most negative people imaginable. They complain about toxic people. They spend 12 hours a day insulting strangers online. They complain about drama. They live entirely inside Facebook arguments. It's really incredible, like watching someone become possessed by comment sections. And another thing nobody talks about enough, a lot of these men are deeply lonely. That's the uncomfortable truth underneath all of this. Bitterness is often loneliness, just wearing armor, because genuinely fulfilled people usually don't wake up desperate to attack everybody online. Think about it logically. If someone is financially stable, emotionally stable, socially fulfilled, healthy, why would they spend all day screaming at strangers on the internet about Thailand? They just wouldn't. That behaviour normally comes from frustration, regret, isolation, or just simply disappointment. And sadly, some expats end up trapped in a strange limbo, too disconnected from home to return comfortably, too unhappy to enjoy where they are, so they just drift. Bars, forums, routine, negativity, every year becoming slightly more cynical, slightly more hostile, slightly more emotionally exhausted. And I think social media exaggerates this massively because outrage gets attention. The angry, bitter expat gets engagement. The calm, balanced expat, he doesn't. A bloke quietly living a happy, peaceful life in Chiang Mai with his wife and dogs isn't making 400 comment Facebook arguments every blooming night. Meanwhile, angry Derek from Pattaya is on his third rant of the afternoon because somebody opened another cannabis shop near his favourite breakfast cafe. Civilization hanging by a thread, apparently. And here's another uncomfortable truth. Some bitter expats secretly envy the very people they are criticising, especially content creators. YouTubers trigger them very badly because YouTubers represent visibility, relevance, and adaptation. Meanwhile, many bitter expats feel forgotten, so they lash out. You're fake. You only show the good side. You're ruining Thailand. Mate, Thailand had 40 million tourists before Dave bought a ring light. Calm down. Now, obviously, content creators can be unrealistic too. Some channels absolutely sell fantasy. They are full of BS. Endless condos, girls, cocktails, drone shots pretending life is permanently amazing. That creates problems as well. But bitterness isn't wisdom. That's important. Being cynical about everything does not make someone intelligent. Sometimes it just means they're emotionally damaged. And honestly, I think a lot of men listening to this probably know someone exactly like this. Or maybe, if we're being brutally honest, some people listening can feel themselves slowly becoming this person. That's the real danger. Bitterness creeps up quietly, especially in isolation, especially in environments built around escapism. And Thailand can absolutely become an escapism trap if somebody loses purpose, because eventually novelty fades. It always does. Then what's left? That's the question. Do you have real friendships, purpose, discipline, meaning, financial stability, your health, or just distractions? Because distractions eventually stop working. And that's exactly when the darkness starts leaking out into comment sections like emotional sewage. But despite all of this, I still think Thailand can be an amazing place to live, truly, but for the right person. If you're balanced, grounded, financially responsible, emotionally self-aware, Thailand offers freedom, convenience, warmth, community, and experiences that many Western countries struggle to provide now. But Thailand doesn't magically fix people. No country does. And I think that's the biggest lesson here in this video. The bitter, twisted expat usually isn't angry at Thailand. He's actually angry at his own life. Thailand just became the background setting for it. And once you understand that, a lot of their behaviour suddenly makes a lot more sense. Still, it is exhausting to listen to, but it's also understandable. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you met these types of expats in Thailand? Do you think social media made it a lot worse? And do you think some people go abroad searching for happiness without realizing they're bringing their problems with them? Because honestly, that might be one of the biggest modern traps of them all. A plane ticket can definitely change your location, but it can't change who you are when the room goes quiet.